Okay, this is going to be a controversial one, but I don't mind. 2024 is going to be the year that you finally win the VA rating that you deserve, whether you've been denied over and over again in the past, or whether you're 6 months out from separating from active duty and you're filing a BDD claim. This video is for you, because today I'm unpacking the 3-step approach to how I won my VA disability 100% permanent and total rating, and how I've helped thousands of other people transitioning military veterans maximize theirs. Okay, it's going to be a little controversial at number 2, so stay tuned, because there's going to be a topic that's not really touched on, and perhaps that is for a reason. So Jordan Anderson VA Claims Academy, definitely stay tuned. Hit the like button and subscribe. Let's get into it. First, let's set the table. Your VA disability claim is not a handout. When you signed your enlistment, you entered a contractual agreement between two parties. If you have upheld your end of the bargain, your obligations, meaning that you served honorably, you got an honorable discharge, that means that the counterparty also has obligations that they need to uphold. So before I get into it specifically in number 2, I want to dispel that stigma, because you're going to see some low IQ arguments and some really dumb stuff talking about handouts when it's just not the case. Don't feel guilt tripped. Do not feel guilty. There is an obligation. I'll have the metaphor, if you've heard this before, bear with me, I say it a lot. If I rent a vehicle and I ding it up, I'm on the hook for that. It doesn't matter if it's 2 a.m. and the rental place is closed. Meaning if you're on active duty and you got hurt off base, but you're still on active duty time, guess what? You're still custody of the US government. Just like that car is still in my custody, that property is in my custody. I'm on the hook for that. I'm not going to complain and tell the rental place, why are you trying to chase me after money? You just want my handouts. So don't even go there. It's a low IQ argument. Let's move on, shall we? Here's how to win your VA claim, the 3 steps. Number 2, lock in for sure. Number 1, awareness. There's 2 parts to this. There's awareness, of course, of, hey, how does the VA rating process work? I had some videos, I think a couple weeks ago, of this is how it works. Your rater is going to see if you have a diagnosis, then they're going to see if it's service connected, then they're going to see how severe it is. So all that's great. There's no shortage of information. Hey, here's how headaches are rated. Here's how mental is rated. You can find that. It's an abundance of information there. There's a second part of awareness that I see as a downfall of a lot of people going through this process. That is awareness of where you are at. So you know how the claims process works. So if you need to know where you are within that claims process. Here's what I mean. I'm at a CNP exam, right? So I'm at a compensation and pension exam. Having awareness means, okay, I'm speaking to a CNP examiner. They're not my friend. I'm speaking to a CNP examiner. That means that they're not here to treat me. So I shouldn't ramble on and vent, right? I'm not here for treatment. I'm here to be examined. That type of awareness, the perspicacity, the wherewithal, knowing where you are, knowing who you are speaking to, and their role that they play in this process. That is true awareness, which transitions and segues perfectly into number 2. Again, it could get controversial, but listen to what I'm saying here, and more importantly, listen to what I'm not saying. First of all, you should never lie to the VA. It's criminal. It's a felony offense. You should, first, it's low IQ, right? It's not strategic. You shouldn't even have to lie to the VA to get the rating you deserve. And let me tell you how. When you switch your mindset from telling to presenting, you no longer need to lie to the VA at all. There's no point. You don't have to lie to the VA. You can get your maximum rating by simply presenting the truth and not just telling the truth. Here's what I mean by that. The maximum VA ratings are reserved for those who not only tell the truth, but who sell the truth. When you look around and you see the veterans walking out there with, horrible limp, terrible back pain, they're all messed up, jacked up from service, and you say, how did you get a 30% rating? How do you have a 10% rating? Most of the time it's for a simple fact. The truth alone, reality alone, in and of itself, is not enough to maximize and get the VA rating that you deserve. Why is that? Because it doesn't translate. The reality alone does not translate into the rating that you deserve. The VA rating process is set up very specifically in a very specific manner. What is the way, what do you call that when you translate your reality into something on the opposite end? Selling, presenting, right? When you look at my landing page, right, VA Claims Academy, I'm taking the truth that, hey, my product is actually good. Yes, it's not enough. A lot of times, if my product's actually good but no one knows about it, if I don't sell it, it doesn't matter. If you're actually disabled from service, if you have this really bad headaches and migraines, it doesn't matter if you don't package that and to present it in a way that the VA will be receptive to. That's what I mean by sell, don't tell. Okay. I'm going to show you next week how to use this number 2, which almost everyone falls short in, specifically in how to craft your personal statements, craft your own lay evidence. The crux of it is this. When you're interfacing with the VA, you need to constantly be thinking the following. How can I phrase my truth? How could I package and present my truth in a way so that the opposite party, whoever is seeing this, interprets it or processes it in a manner which benefits me? How can I phrase this to where it's understood on the opposite end in a manner that benefits me? That's where awareness starts. First of all, you need awareness to be able to do that, but that's what I mean by presentation. And again, it's not touched on because it's a controversial topic, because people are going to say, oh, don't lie to the VA. Yeah, duh, that's stupid, don't lie to the VA. But there is a way to sell and present your information and your truth in a way that will benefit you, and that is completely okay. Not only is it okay, but it's absolutely needed in order to get the VA rating that you actually deserve. Lastly is execution. That's when it all comes down together. It all comes together. This is where, hey, I know what to expect during the CMP exam. I know the things that they're going to ask. I know how to go ahead and execute. All you have to do is do it now. So you've practiced, you've rehearsed, you know the game plan. Now you just got to show up and do it. That is the final step. This is how I won 100% VA disability rating. It's a change of mind just as much as it is knowing what to do. And number 2, again, I can't stress enough, is the pitfall behind why people get so underrated so often. Fellow vets, if you've liked this video, please like this and share it with someone who needs it. More importantly, subscribe, and let's get back to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Merry Christmas. Hope you have a great one for you and your family. Cheers.